Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, JC, and welcome back to my channel once again, and welcome to another Zombies Backfire. If you don't know what a Zombies Backfire is, basically what I do on this series, similar to what things people say, similar to a Zombies Versus as well, actually. I take your guys' comments on random videos or on some random video I made at some point. So yesterday I uploaded, or actually maybe it was 2 days ago, I uploaded a video talking about my thoughts on Infinite Warfare Zombies in Spaceland, and you guys had a lot to say about it. So let's go ahead and get into what you guys said for this Zombies Backfire. So starting off, we have a comment from the Mr. Snarky. It's a very interesting name. I am the only one having a blast for IW Zombies. That isn't true, Snarky, because 25 people liked this comment, and that's actually pretty surprising. This comment was one of the top comments on the last video where I was talking about Spaceland and stuff and how I felt about it. I honestly thought the map is pretty good. I really like it, actually. And apparently Snoggy and 25 other people agree with him. And apparently a lot more people like Spaceland than I originally thought. I mean, I honestly thought everybody would hate it, to be honest. I thought everybody would be like, this isn't Treyarch. This sucks, it's garbage. There's definitely that out there. It's definitely a thing. The Super Gamer Lol says, to be honest, I would have been happy with just another extinction. In all seriousness though, I really did like Extinction compared to a lot of people out there. I know it's not as Zombies, it's not as good as Zombies really at all in my opinion. I think Zombies in Spaceland is a lot better, don't get me wrong, but I think Extinction as a game mode had a lot of potential. I really hate to see it kind of just die away because it's a better side mode than many games have nowadays. Like, I honestly think Extinction is a pretty good side mode if it wasn't competing with Zombies, you know what I mean? I think the main problem with it is that there just wasn't a lot of replayability. I mean, when you beat the level, when you beat the first map, let's just say Point of Contact, you really didn't want to beat it again unless you're trying to get a faster time or something. And it just, at the end of the day, that wasn't enough to carry that mode and carry a community around that mode. I mean, people just play each map once, and that was about it. And there wasn't really much to do in each map. There wasn't really anything at all to do other than just live and survive. And granted, that's how Zombies started, but Zombies had a lot of other things like perks and all this introduced. And Extinction, while yes, you had class-based things and you had setups before the match began, and yeah, you had stuff to do and you had teammates to help while you're playing, it just kind of was the same thing pretty much every time. I understand that may sound very hypocritical because Zombies is like that too, but it's hard to explain. You just kind of had to play the mode when it came out. There's just something about it that didn't really make me want to play it once I beat it, but I loved playing it for the first time. I loved playing each map for the first time and beating them. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. I will say though, like halfway through the story of Extinction, I think it was with Awakening, it just kind of felt like they stopped trying to make the mode really, really good, and they just kind of gave up on introducing new aspects to it. I remember we had these cool bosses in the maps. We had this giant spider-like boss thing. We had a Kraken and Mayday, and then Awakening was literally like nothing. Like, you didn't fight anything. It's like back to square one. And then Exodus, the final map, was pretty lackluster. It was literally a square, and it was just really bad. It was a really bad last map for Extinction. I thought the first 2 or 3 maps were beyond light years better than the last 2. Basically what I'm trying to get at is that Extinction did have potential as a mode. I don't necessarily think it would have ever gotten as big as Zombies, is today, of course. But if Zombies never existed and Extinction was a thing, I think people would have liked it a lot more. I really do think so. Samuel Coffin says, JC, I feel you. I've played Zombies since World at War, and I've been burnt out with Zombies for ages. I'd say around Mob the Dead on Black Ops 2, but the story kept me interested, and I actually found myself watching theory videos instead of playing the game because the story was way more exciting than the game. I get that a lot. That's sort of how I was, to be honest. Like, I wasn't, slowly with Black Ops 3. Black Ops 2, I really enjoyed playing. I love playing all the maps. I had so much fun with all the little things and all the maps. But with Black Ops 3, I would say, I usually played the map to death for about a week, and then after that I really didn't play much anymore. I made videos about it and talked about it, and you guys always saw me playing the map in the videos, but that was all stocked up gameplay and everything, but I didn't play it like daily or anything. I wasn't, really huge on playing Zombies and getting to high rounds. That was never a thing for me in Black Ops 3 like it used to be in Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 1. The main thing for me was the story, and the story kept me interested in Zombies. It kept me going. Like, with each map, it was just exciting to see how it was playing out. And I feel like with Revelations just being such a disappointment to so many people, it just kind of made people go, oh, well, now the story's gone, so what is there left? I mean, I was already kind of burnt out on the normal core gameplay of zombies, and now the storyline is kind of bumming me out too, so what is there left? And that's the whole dilemma we're in right now. We just really don't know where we're at in terms of the zombies community with Treyarch zombies, and I definitely can see this viewpoint. I think a lot of people definitely could get burnt out. I mean, if you're playing zombies since 2008, World at War, you might get burnt out after a while. I mean, there's literally been over 20 maps at this point, like I said in the last video. And so I definitely could see your point 100%. Ziggy the Assassin says, my favorite thing in zombies in Spaceland is the arcade games. I love how in the middle of a zombies game, you can play some basketball and ride a roller coaster. Now, a lot of people are complaining. A lot of people think that the arcade is something that just gets in the way of actually playing the map and having fun. But for some people like Ziggy here, I reckon that why did I say reckon? What the freak? Am I turning into my dad? Anyways, I could definitely see a lot of people liking the arcade stuff, especially all the old Activision games that are in there, I think. It's just, there's a lot to do. There's a lot of different ones. There's not just like 3 or 4. There's at least 10 different things you can play, I think. And while it's not the best thing ever in my opinion, it's not really that fun for me to just shoot some hoops in a video game. I could definitely see that it could be a nice change of pace from just killing zombies constantly, and it might actually be a lot of fun for some people. A lot of people might enjoy that. I mean, taking a breather while you're dead in a match and playing some arcade games while your friends are trying to survive for you. I mean, it sounds pretty fun on paper, I'm not gonna lie, and I can definitely see how Ziggy here likes that. Moving on to the next comment, Zeke says, I enjoyed the wait between zombies. Even though COD came out every year, these zombies was still something you had to wait another year for. It's easy to get burnt out on games that come out every year. I would love for COD to come out every other year or two and have all the studios work on one game at a time. Treyarch could work on zombies, Sledgehammer on multiplayer, Infinity Ward on campaign, and Raven on remasters. So I'm guessing you're kind of like doing this thing where you're saying like the perfect COD game was if they all had time to just work on one thing. Like just imagine if the next COD, they spent 3 years on it. It was like all 3 developers. We just took a break as a series, right? We just took a break and Treyarch worked on zombies. Freaking Infinity Ward did campaign, and I beat Infinite Warfare's campaign last night, and it was awesome. They did a terrific job actually with Infinite Warfare's campaign. So they work on the campaign, then you have Sledgehammer on multiplayer. I don't know if I agree with that, but you have all these studios working on the things they're best at, and you could have like a terrific game, you know? I know it's not really possible at all, and it will never be a thing knowing the Call of Duty series, but it's just something that's really fun to think about. Like, what if Treyarch could just dedicate their entire team to zombies? Like, what would happen then, right? Like, what would happen if they used all their power as a studio just to work on zombies, just to innovate the mode and change things up and have Infinity Ward just work on campaign and all this stuff? That would be cool. I could definitely, I love this comment actually. It just has me thinking, has me excited about stuff that will never happen. The AFK Brazilian says, the sad thing is that if Treyarch or any other developer creates a whole new style of zombies, it'll just get a ton of hate. And this goes with what I was saying with the last video in terms of zombies and its core gameplay experience. It hasn't really changed that much. Pretty much since Ascension, everybody has always been trying to figure out what the Easter egg is and seeing how that progresses the story. And that's what has drove pretty much every single zombies map since then. And as a whole, having that constantly be a factor, having that constantly be the same thing that you do in every single map, having that core gameplay experience pretty much remain unchanged over 15 or so maps since Ascension, you're gonna get bored of it. You're gonna get a little bit tired of it in a sense, and it sucks because it's one of those things where Treyarch is not going to completely change zombies because they know that it will get a ton of hate. If they change the mode, if they change that core zombies experience that we've all come to love, it will get hated upon. People will be like, what are you doing? Why are you changing this up? I mean, just look at Zetsubo no Shima, for crying out loud. That map is the most different map in Black Ops 3 and people hate it. Like, people absolutely hate Zetsubo no Shima with everything they have. Granted, that might not have been the best innovation in the world, but you know what I mean? Like, people just do not like change in a lot of areas. You're never gonna be able to please the community. You're never gonna be able to, make a game and not get hate for it. They're getting hate now and we're complaining that zombies hasn't changed at all, but then when they do change zombies, we complain that it should go back to the old and be like old school zombies. It's a lose-lose for Treyarch. It's a lose-lose for COD. I mean, if they change stuff, people complain. If they don't change stuff, people complain. I mean, people are always gonna complain. And if they did, if some developer or if Treyarch themselves just completely redid zombies or made a new style of zombies for their next game, I think there would be a ton of hate for it. I think a bunch of people would be like, what the heck are you doing? What are you doing, mate? You trying to destroy zombies? And at the same time though, we're saying how we're getting tired of the core gameplay experience. So I don't know, it's just, you can't win. Now the final comment comes from Ethan Rockburn, who says, JC, I love you, man. Love you too, Ethan. But why are you a zombies YouTuber? Whoa. I mean, like, you keep saying you're burnt out, so why still make videos? Either play zombies or don't. Been a fan since 50K and won't stop watching, just want people to stop being negative. Love you. Love you too, Ethan. I appreciate the comment. This is a really deep question. I don't know how to answer this question. Why am I a zombies YouTuber? Why am I a zombies YouTuber now? Maybe I shouldn't be a zombies YouTuber. Maybe I should move on. Maybe I should get a life. I think this is the problem and why things have been so depressing on this channel lately. I don't really know at this point. I think the main reason why I'm still a zombies YouTuber is because I love the community. I love the community. I love interacting with you guys, and I don't want to lose that. You know what I mean? I don't want to just be like, I'm done with zombies, goodbye, and see my channel crash and burn. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to see that. I love the discussions we have on this channel. I love talking about zombies still. I love talking about Treyarch zombies. Yes, I'm kind of bored of playing zombies in general. Like, I'm kind of bored of just going in there and getting wonder weapons and shooting zombies for high rounds and stuff. I don't really do that anymore. But at the end of the day, I think I still love talking about zombies more than any other game out there. I think there's only one other game out there I love just as much as I love zombies, and that's Halo. But Halo is kind of in that off season right now. There's not much to even talk about it. And plus, my channel is not even a Halo channel, at least not right now. But, you know, it's just one of those things where zombies is something that has, when I think about my high school years and I think about gaming and just what I loved, what I was passionate about, it was zombies, like this mode and the community around it. I've met so many people throughout it and just gotten to know so many people, including you guys. And I honestly feel like this is the best spot still for me. Unless that changes, unless I think of something else, or unless I, you know, get some creativity in some other department. But I love being in this community, and I love talking about zombies still, even with Revelations ending. And I don't think that'll change. I think I'll always be a huge zombies fan. Even if I ever do other things on this channel or do other things in the future, I'm still always going to be that guy who loved talking about the story from 2008 to 2016. And it's just something that'll stay with me pretty much my whole life. And I don't know, I hope that was a good enough answer. I hope that was good enough. So I guess that wraps up my comments for now on Infinite Warfare Zombies and your guys' thoughts on Infinite Warfare Zombies as well. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys have an awesome day. And as always, I will see you guys on the next video. Have a good one.